The Red Sea incident of July 15, 2025, began at 03:47 hours local time. USS Charleston, an Independence-class littoral combat ship, maintained routine patrol 17 nautical miles southeast of Jeddah. Captain Maria Rodriguez watched the pre-dawn darkness through the bridge windows. Her crew had been on station for 12 days, monitoring shipping lanes amid escalating regional tensions. The MQ-9 Reaper drone, designated Ghost Rider 7, launched from Camp Lemonnier at 02:15 hours. Its mission: surveillance of suspected arms smuggling routes through Yemeni coastal waters. The unmanned aircraft climbed to 28,000 feet, its Lynx multi-mode radar sweeping the maritime domain below. Lieutenant Commander Sarah Chen monitored the drone's telemetry from Charleston's Combat Information Center. 23 miles to the northeast, HRAS Al-Jubail, a French-built Lafayette-class frigate, cut through moderate swells. Commander Khalid al-Mansouri had received orders at midnight to intercept suspicious maritime traffic. His crew of 135 sailors had been at general quarters for 6 hours straight. The frigate's Thales Smart S Mark II radar swept the horizon in automated search patterns. Petty Officer Ahmed Hassan rubbed his tired eyes as he monitored the radar console. Sleep deprivation clouded judgment after 18 hours of continuous operations. At 04:12 hours, Al-Jubail's radar detected an unidentified airborne contact bearing 090 degrees. The target appeared at 32 nautical miles, altitude 28,000 feet, speed 200 knots. Contact bearing 090, range 32 miles, Hassan reported to the Combat Information Center. Commander al-Mansouri studied the tactical display with growing concern. No flight plan had been filed for this airspace corridor, according to Saudi Air Defense Command. The contact's flight profile matched neither commercial aviation nor known friendly aircraft. "All stop," al-Mansouri ordered, bringing the frigate to a dead stop in international waters. The crew tensed as battle stations were quietly manned throughout the ship. Lieutenant Faisal Al-Otaibi initiated the identification friend or foe interrogation sequence. The IFF transponder queries went unanswered from the mysterious airborne target. Standard communication attempts on international emergency frequencies yielded only static. Meanwhile, aboard USS Charleston, Lieutenant Commander Chen noticed unusual radio chatter on Saudi naval frequencies. She adjusted her headset, trying to decipher the rapid Arabic communications. The MQ-9 continued its programmed flight path, oblivious to the growing tension below. Its sensors recorded fishing vessel movements and cargo ship transits with mechanical precision. Aboard Al-Jubail, radar operator Hassan watched the contact maintain steady course and speed. The target showed no deviation from its northwesterly heading toward Egyptian territorial waters. Commander al-Mansouri faced a critical decision with limited intelligence. Regional tensions had reached fever pitch following recent maritime incidents. Iranian proxy forces had increased activity in the southern Red Sea corridor. Intelligence briefings warned of possible drone surveillance by hostile entities. "Range to contact now 28 miles and closing," Hassan announced, his voice tight with stress. The frigate's Crodal surface-to-air missile system automatically tracked the incoming aircraft. 8 ready missiles locked onto the target with deadly precision. Fire control radar painted the MQ-9 with targeting energy it could not detect. Commander al-Mansouri's hands trembled slightly as he gripped the tactical display rail. His crew looked to him for guidance in this moment of uncertainty. "Contact maintains course. No response to identification attempts," the communications officer reported. The unknown aircraft would cross into what al-Mansouri considered Saudi defensive waters within minutes. At 04:18 hours, tension reached a breaking point aboard the Saudi frigate. "Weapons tight. Prepare for engagement," al-Mansouri ordered through clenched teeth. The missile control officer's finger hovered over the firing authorization key. Sweat beaded on his forehead despite the air-conditioned combat center. 24 miles away, the MQ-9 satellite data link transmitted routine status updates. No alarms sounded in its automated threat detection systems. The drone's cameras captured sunrise colors painting the Red Sea's eastern horizon. Lieutenant Commander Chen aboard Charleston noticed increased electronic emissions from Al-Jubail's direction. Her electronic warfare systems detected multiple fire control radars activating simultaneously. "Captain, we're seeing unusual SAM radar activity from that Saudi frigate," Chen reported urgently. Captain Rodriguez rushed to the CIC, her combat boots echoing through empty passageways. The tactical picture showed green symbols representing friendly forces in dangerous proximity. "Get me a communication channel to Al-Jubail immediately," Rodriguez commanded. Her radio man frantically tuned frequencies while monitoring Saudi naval communications. Aboard the Saudi frigate, Commander al-Mansouri made his fateful decision. "Unknown aircraft has violated our defensive perimeter," he announced to his crew. The target's altitude and speed profile suggested military reconnaissance capability. Years of training had conditioned him to respond decisively to potential threats. Weapons release authorized. Engage the target, Al-Mansouri ordered at 0421 hours. The Crottle missile erupted from its vertical launch cell with thunderous roar. Solid rocket fuel ignited, propelling the warhead skyward at Mach 3.5. The missile's guidance system locked onto the MQ-9's heat signature, and radar returned. 18 seconds of flight time separated launch from impact. Lieutenant Commander Chen watched her tactical display in growing horror. Captain, missile launch detected from Al-Jubail, inbound to our drone. Rodriguez grabbed the radio handset with desperate urgency. Al-Jubail, Al-Jubail, this is USS Charleston. Cease fire, cease fire. Her transmission cut through electronic interference just as the missile reached apogee. The Crottle's proximity fuse detonated 47 feet from the MQ-9's starboard wing. Fragmentation shredded control surfaces and severed hydraulic lines instantly. The $20 million drone entered an uncontrolled spiral toward the sea below. Its cameras transmitted final images of spinning horizon before signal termination. Commander Al-Mansouri watched the radar contact disappear from his tactical display. Target destroyed, Hassan reported with mixture of relief and uncertainty. Victory felt hollow as radio communications suddenly erupted with American voices. Al-Jubail, you have just engaged a United States military aircraft in international airspace. Captain Rodriguez's voice carried barely controlled fury across the radio waves. The Saudi frigate's bridge fell silent as the implications became clear. Commander Al-Mansouri's face drained of color as he processed the catastrophic mistake. His crew exchanged worried glances, understanding the gravity of their situation. The MQ-9's debris field scattered across 3 square miles of Red Sea water. Its classified sensor payload sank toward the abyssal depths below. Aboard Charleston, Captain Rodriguez immediately initiated emergency protocols. Battle stations, battle stations. This is not a drill, echoed throughout the ship. Her crew rushed to combat positions with practiced efficiency. The littoral combat ship's gun mount swiveled toward the Saudi frigate's position. USS Charleston's sophisticated combat system tracked Al-Jubail with deadly precision. Both vessels now faced each other across 23 miles of increasingly dangerous water. Commander Al-Mansouri ordered his frigate to general quarters despite the tactical disadvantage. His crew prepared for potential engagement while hoping for diplomatic resolution. The Aster-15 surface-to-air missiles remained ready in their vertical launch cells. 8 Exocet anti-ship missiles stood ready to defend against American retaliation. Captain Rodriguez maintained communication discipline despite her mounting anger. Al-Jubail, you have committed an act of aggression against United States forces. She knew that escalation could trigger a regional conflict neither nation desired. Her orders required protection of American interests while avoiding unnecessary warfare. The 2 warships maintained battle readiness as dawn broke over the Red Sea. Electronic warfare systems jammed each other's communications sporadically. Fire control radars painted both vessels with electromagnetic targeting energy. Tensions reached critical levels as crews prepared for possible combat. At 0437 hours, Saudi Naval Command issued urgent stand-down orders. Commander Al-Mansouri received direct instructions from Riyadh to disengage immediately. His relief was palpable as weapon systems powered down across the frigate. USS Charleston maintained elevated alert status pending further developments. Captain Rodriguez filed her incident report with growing concern for regional stability. The destroyed drone represented significant intelligence capabilities lost to the depths. Its advanced sensors and classified communications equipment could not be recovered. Both naval commanders understood the broader implications of their encounter. Regional allies had engaged in accidental combat with potentially devastating consequences. The mistake highlighted dangerous gaps in coordination protocols between friendly forces. Maritime security in the Red Sea corridor faced unprecedented challenges. Iranian proxy forces monitored the incident with strategic interest. The confrontation demonstrated vulnerabilities in coalition naval operations. Intelligence sharing between allied nations proved inadequate under pressure. Communication protocols failed at the critical moment of engagement. Training scenarios had not adequately prepared crews for such complex situations. The incident would require extensive investigation by both governments. Diplomatic channels activated immediately to prevent further escalation. Pentagon officials demanded full accountability for the drone's destruction. Saudi leadership expressed regret while defending their commander's split-second decision. Regional stability hung in the balance as news of the incident spread. Maritime insurance rates spiked as shipping companies assessed new risks. The Red Sea corridor faced potential closure to civilian traffic. Oil prices fluctuated wildly on international markets following early reports. Military analysts debated the incident's strategic implications for months afterward. Joint naval operations required immediate review and revision of engagement protocols. The destroyed MQ-9 represented just one casualty in a larger strategic failure. Trust between coalition partners eroded following the friendly fire incident. Both crews would carry psychological scars from their near-combat experience. The Red Sea encounter of July 15th became a defining moment in modern naval warfare. Lessons learned would reshape maritime security cooperation throughout the region. Neither victory nor defeat emerged from the smoking wreckage of international diplomacy. The true cost of the incident remained hidden beneath the waves where the drone's secrets lay buried forever.